Oh my god, I never know how to start these. Let me start with a little bit of an explanation. So it's 2020, the last day of it. You're in it, I'm in it, unless you're in New Zealand, in which case congratulations on surviving. But for the rest of us, it's still 2020, and I like to do a recap at the end of every single year. But here's the thing, I feel like I did nothing this year. And I know that's kind of not fully my fault. The coronavirus did happen, and I thankfully have been blessed enough to not have been dramatically impacted by it. But I guess let's take it from the top. At the start of this year, I was unemployed, sad, and crying. Not nightly, but very frequently. At the end of last year, the place that I was working shut down, and I was once again an unemployed lad. But this time, something weird happened. I asked for help. I feel like a lot of my stories are resolved by and then I asked for some assistance, and every time it seems to work out. And this time I was talking with Alex about it, and he was just like, alright mate, I'm not sure why my Scottish best friend has been given an Australian accent, but we're going with it. But basically he was like, we need someone to do a little bit of editing. So I was like, cool, what you need? And it was doing some editing for a Reddit reading channel that Quite was starting up. And from there, Alex and I became the readers of Calbus, and from there, my financial situation completely resolved itself. And I have been so lucky and so blessed at the fact that you guys were so supportive of that, because if it wasn't for Calbus, I would be dead. Well, okay, I wouldn't be dead. That's hyperbole, which is a gift of mine. But I would not be here as happy as I am. Because at the end of the day, Calbus covers my loans entirely. I am, for the first time in my life, cash flow neutral. I'm no longer just bleeding money. I am actually able to save in case something happens. Things can go wrong now, and I'm okay. It's insane to think about. It's made such an impact on everything. So Calbus is what opened the year. I had decided that, you know what? It's been too long for me to not be doing YouTube. So I started striking while the iron was hot. We started uploading weekly, Terraria, Rain World, and then I got sad and I stopped. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I hit some major burnout about, I don't know, June, roughly. And it was really, really rough. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I just felt like I was too busy to do YouTube. It was not good. And I'm not sure if I actually announced that we were stopping or not. If I'm being real, I don't think I did. But again, it's been 6 months, and a lot just keeps happening. I've been lucky to stay busy. So from there, I'm cash flow neutral. But now, I grew up here. The bed I grew up in is over there. I'm a 26-year-old man and a twin. No. So the next goal is now, I want to get out of my parents' house. So I started poking around, trying to find some more gigs, because Calbus leaves me with a decent amount of time in my week. And then an old friend from college reached out and went, hey, need a job? And I was like, yes, God, please, thank you very much. So now I, alongside Calbus, am a marketing professional again, which is surreal to think about because I actually really like marketing. Which is shocking because I also hate marketing. It's kind of a weird I hate being subjected to it, but I love subjecting others to it. Buy my merch. Support my Patreon. But so that happened in August, and suddenly we're cash flow positive. Not enough to move out, but enough to put a little bit more away and start reinvesting in the things I want to do. So suddenly we're doing game development again. Cause wanna know what restruck my fires? I got a quest and sold my identity to Mark Zuckerberg. He is Lumo Blaze now. I'm just a guy. But from there I started developing again, and I still was like, I feel kind of empty. So I started doing YouTube again. And you know what? That actually was the missing piece. For the last year I've been trying to figure out what I am, what I love doing. I had a lot of who I am shaken to its core around July. I was very grateful. I got popcorn. Popcorn stuck between my teeth. I was trying to figure out what I liked, who I am. Everything got shaken up by an event that I'm not going to talk about on here because it's just a little bit too personal. And I realized that I had wasted almost 2 years of my life again in complacency. You guys know that I'm not one to just kind of take things lying down. I like to always be doing something. I like to always find a challenge and push my... There's a little fly. There's a little fly on my light. Yeah, you leave, little fly. I don't want to hurt you. You're cute. But I always like to push for that next challenge, you know what I mean? Something difficult, something ambitious. But my ambition is more than not my downfall. I get too ambitious, and then bada bim, bada boom, we're taking 6 months off YouTube again. So I have decided to actually kind of adjust for that. So you guys might have noticed we uploaded an Amnesia video like we did last year. Not as good as last year in my opinion, but still a solid video. And in it, we had retextured the game again. That was a huge undertaking. There was at least 1,000 texture files in there, and I did a huge chunk of them. Not all of them, but a huge chunk. But then, the video comes out, and I'm happy with it, and that's all that really needed to matter. The analytics are pretty good too, which is nice, and it worked out. Back in June, the thing that kind of tipped me over the burnout point was the fact that YouTube was not recommending my video to people. And it was looking like it wasn't going to do it for this one either, but it did. It started recommending it to people like 3 days after it was released. Which is unfortunate because I intended it for a Christmas release. So people are seeing this Christmas video and it's almost 2021. But that's where it is. But like the thing is though, is I had a lot of fun doing that. I was suffering, but it was a lot of fun. And I genuinely think that I need to not cast away my ambitions, but rein them in, but make scheduled content around them. So I'm thinking 2021. 1 video a month, at least. We could get more, but we'll always have at least one. And I want to start just indulging in my passions. No more of this, we are Let's Player, we are in this one category. Nah, screw that. No more of that. Because at the end of the day, the Lumo Blaze channel is a culmination of everything I am. Everything I love to be. Doing the Amnesia? That's literally everything I like doing. I like playing games, I like shitposting, and I like making games. And well, I didn't exactly make Amnesia. A lot of the techniques that I learned in college had to be used for that, which is exactly what I was after. So I want to start indulging in that. Maybe we get some devlogs about my game, which I'm making, by the way, and you can follow me for updates on twitter.com/LumoBlaze. But I've been having a lot of fun with that. And now I'm thinking, like, I got a month to make a video. It just has to be out by the 25th of every month. We can do whatever we want. And that's when you gotta start, like, you know, like, easing off the gas. But, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we can indulge in a longer project. Because this isn't my source of income. I have sources of income. I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm a big boy now. And it feels good to own up to everything that I like doing. Because, again, after that big kind of shock, like halfway through the year, I had to sit down and really examine myself and the relationships that I was keeping, and some of them were very strained due to a lot of, again, circumstances that I can't go into on this video, because I'm a responsible YouTuber who keeps the personal and the private and the public separate. But but that's the thing though, is I had to sit down and really analyze, you know, who I am, the company I keep, and who I want to be. And I have to admit, I found the content of my character lacking this year. Normally, I like to be all about self-improvement, and I normally am. I actually stayed working out almost every day for 7-ish months, and then it all fell apart in July. But that's a different story. But, so the thing is I'm kind of reevaluating who I am and who I want to be for the next year. Because you don't need the new year to start fresh, but it is a very convenient, you know, cultural touchstone for that. So what's next for 2020? Lumo Blaze. He dies, because it's about to be 2021. So what's next for 2021 Lumo Blaze? So first of all, you might have noticed, the lighting setup is a little bit different. We got a fill light over here, which, unfortunate, I can block my face. I'm just now noticing this. I'm going to have to keep that in mind when I go all wacky. But so I want to do content on a disciplined schedule. But I also do want to stream again. But I'm not sure what I want to stream. Because I want to keep doing variety stuff. But I got other ambitions, you know what I mean? So, well, I'll be thinking about that, but I will be streaming on the regular. No vibrate. Me do video. Stop vibrate now. Thank you. But so I do want to stream some more, but I don't know what I want to stream, and I don't have a schedule set up first. Streaming is secondary to making videos. That's just the case in point. But, so, like, what I want to do, for example, is, like, I want to get my rating in Final Fantasy back on track so I know what days I've taken out from there, so then I know what days I can take out for streaming, so then I know what days I can take out for game development and what days I can take out to hang with the homies. Because the thing is I have a tendency to completely cast aside my social life when it comes to all my ambitions. I'm a little bit special. So but you can't do that. You can't do that and expect to maintain the friendships you forge. If there's anything that I've learned, it's that you gotta maintain social bridges even if you think they're strong. Because even a strong bridge will rot over time. You gotta keep these things well maintained by, you know, taking an interest in your friends and making sure they're okay. It's not all about you. God, I can't believe 2020's over. I've been very lucky this year. I know the joke is 2020 bad, and a lot has sucked. God, a lot has sucked. But there's been a lot of good. At least for me. And I know that's very selfish of me to say. Because I know there are some of you out there who have lost your family. There's some of you out there who have lost your jobs. Some who've had their entire lives uprooted by, you know, a little virus who's just going around making people drop. But I've been very lucky in the company that I keep, and the friends that I have, and, you know, actually being able to start a career on YouTube. When I was a kid, people never found me funny. I tried way too hard. And you guys can kind of see that sometimes on Calvis. I try a little bit too hard to force the punchline. But the thing is I always wanted to be a comedian as a kid. Comedian, game developer. I've played around with a superhero once. Maybe. We'll see. I could get bitten by a radioactive spider any day. But I did always want to entertain people. And it genuinely means the world to me that I'm actually able to do that. Whatever I say about YouTube, at the very least, it has given me the ability to live out that dream of being entertaining to people. So, that's all I really have to say. There's no coherent structure to this video. And honestly, I kind of like that for vlogs. I like it being a string of consciousness, but let's just wrap this up. We all got things we gotta do today. My name has been Lumo. I'll see you guys next year, and I hope to see you in the very next video. Have a lovely day. Oh wait, no, that's Calvis. I gotta go like, goodbye, goodbye. There it is.